Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, it's Taylor. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They run here with Jason Huntley. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
First carry now for Justice Hill. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. That's Landry. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarvis Landry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Throwing on first down, Gregory. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darius Slayton, 47 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
28-yard line.
Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
The quarterback is sacked. Fumble on the play.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Tank's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now the 2nd down throw on target, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
To 3rd down and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And he'll flip this out to Huntley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed.
He's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Complete to
Darius Slayton doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Auden Tate, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gregory. That's complete to Slayton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. The 20. Catch made by Slayton. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darius Slayton. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back at
Mike Evans, he's going to go. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Evans. 79 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Gregory. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Gregory. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Gregory. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Makes the score.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses have been their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin White in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because often...
It got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Darius Slayton, 73 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Huntley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Here's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Take it at the 37. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
Jarvis Landry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
On first down, Huntley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
Now Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Samson Ebukam in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 48-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
49. Panthers 24.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The first Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater, sack.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On third down, Bridgewater going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. The 30, 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Eddie Pinheiro set to
Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway from the 6.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing,
26 yards.
that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And
that's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Darius Slayton, 55 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed cross. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete.
Darius Slayton, 26 yards. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Huntley. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jason Huntley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes it at the 7.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gregory. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's dream.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Slayton, 28 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Bridgewater. Caught right side, Tate. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted by the...
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand.
The penalty is declined.
Set him back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Third and a yard.
On third down, Huntley, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Buccaneers.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I just wondered before that last play if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right?
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Darius Slayton, he flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So that'll back him up 5. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Bridgewater on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A run with Huntley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Taking it about the 16. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gregory. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Back to throw. Gregory. Got a man, Slayton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Slayton finding the end zone yet again. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run. Zerline now for the PAT.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Auden Tate, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
They make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Looking to throw. Gregory. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
15 yards to go.
Back to throw. Gregory. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Looking to throw. Gregory. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Gregory. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. 5. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Darius Slayton, he flat out can't be stopped. And this offense is running away with this one.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw is Bridgewater. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is fielded at the 7. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
First and 10.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On first down, Gregory. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. In fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gregory. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For Darius Slayton.
It has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. For the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trailed. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To Evans on the slant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
36-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
What's the deal, y'all?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.